The Great Impersonation by Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio in 5 parts by Barry Campbell, with David Robb as Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein. Part 1. Old Friends Meet. The story begins in the wilds of German East Africa at the beginning of the year 1914.
Lie still. Do not attempt to rise yet.
Where the devil am I?
You're feeling better now?
Yes. Yes, I am. But where am I? What am I doing here? And who the mischief are you? I've seen you somewhere before.
You're within half a mile of the Irrawaddy River, if you know where that is. About 72 miles southeast of the Darawagga settlement.
I see. Well, I'm awfully sorry to have intruded. I left Marlinstein 2.5 months ago. With 20 boys and plenty of stores. We were doing a big trek after lion. I took some new Askaris in and they made trouble. Looted the stores one night and there was merry hell to pay. I was obliged to shoot a couple and the rest deserted. Took my compass. I'm nearly 100 miles out of my way. I say, you couldn't give me a drink, could you?
With pleasure, if my doctor approves. He will be here soon. I sent for him when my boys carried you into camp. As for your having seen me before, in your mirror, perhaps?
By God, you're right, that's it. We are alike, aren't we?
There is certainly a strong likeness between us.
All the same, I'm sure.
You must get some rest. It is not good to talk.
Hello, Doctor.
You are awake at last. Feeling better?
Yes, much, thank you. Tell me, what is my preserver's name? Seems a decent fellow.
It is His Excellency the Major General Baron Leopold von Ragastein.
All that. Is he the governor or something of that sort?
He is the military commandant of the colony. He also has a special mission here.
Damn fine-looking fellow for a German.
Now, your pulse, please. You have drunk much whiskey lately, so?
Who wouldn't in this pestilential climate?
His Excellency drinks nothing but light wine and seltzer water.
Oh, really?
I regret that I cannot give you whiskey at this moment, but you can have some hock and seltzer at dinner. Dinner will be in half an hour.
Why, you're De Winter. Well, I'm damned. Sigismund De Winter. You were at Eton with me, Horrocks House, semi-final in the rackets.
And Magdalen afterwards, number 5 in the boat. I wondered when you would remember. Dominey, isn't it?
That's right, Everard Dominey. But why the devil did the doctor here tell me that your name was von Ragastein?
Because it happens to be true. De Winter is my family name.
Well, it's a small world. Siggy De Winter. Baron von Ragastein, out here slaving for God knows what, a political machine. I suppose future Governor-General of German Africa, eh? Always were proud of your country.
Germany is a country to be proud of.
More wine, gentlemen?
I'd rather have some whiskey. You see those wreaths of mist? They'll mean malaria for me, unless I have spirits.
I have something better than whiskey. You shall give me your opinion of this.
Napoleon brandy, by God. What a world. I hadn't eaten for 2 days when I rolled up here and drunk nothing but filthy water. Tonight, fricassee of chicken, white bread, Cabernet Hock, and Napoleon brandy. What the devil do you find to do out here?
If you wish to know, I am annoying your political agents immensely by moving from place to place collecting natives for drill.
What on earth do you want to drill them for? Don't need an army out here, surely. And you're not likely to quarrel with us or the Portuguese.
It is our custom in Germany, and indeed wherever we Germans go, to be prepared, not only for what is likely to happen, but also for what might possibly happen.
If you will excuse me, Excellency, I have to attend to one of the boys.
But of course, Doctor.
Good night, Doctor.
Gentlemen?
Little more brandy?
Oh, rather. You know, our meeting like this should be full of interest to the psychologists.
Oh, yeah?
Here we are, brought together by some miraculous chance to spend one night of our lives in an African jungle. Two human beings of the same age, brought up together, thousands of miles away, jogging on towards the eternal blackness, along lines as far apart as the mind of man can conceive.
Yeah, my friend, I believe that you're your own worst...
No, let me ramble on. I'm disposed to be philosophical. Here I am, an idler in my boyhood, harmless pleasure seeker in my youth, till I ran up against tragedy. And since then, a drifter, lolling through life with no definite purpose and with no definite hope.
You talk foolishly. There has been a tragedy in your life. You have ample time to get over it. Why, you're not yet 40.
And then I turn and consider you. You're only my age, and yet you look 10 years younger. You carry yourself like a man with a purpose. You rise at 5 every morning, doctor tells me, and you return here worn out at dusk. What do you do it for, my friend?
Because it is my duty. You've hinted at tragedy, Dominey. You're not alone. Tragedy has entered into my life also. Perhaps if things had been otherwise, I should have found work in more joyous places. But sorrow came to me, and here I am.
By the way, where's the good Dr. Schmidt got to?
Oh, he will be joining us later, perhaps. Have you sufficient brandy?
Quite enough, thank you.
Well then, what shall we talk of?
Not me. I've been talking such an awful lot of rot about myself. Tell me a little about your career and your life in Germany before you came out here.
Ah, you speak to me of Germany. Perhaps you have guessed that it is not duty alone which has brought me to these wild places. I too left behind a tragedy.
Well, if it's too personal a matter...
Since the days of my banishment, no word of this matter has passed my lips. Tonight, however, it is not weakness that assails me, but a desire to yield to the strange arm of coincidence. Now, listen to me. Some years ago, I met and fell in love with a beautiful Hungarian princess.
And so, you see, I've quite made up my mind. No city nor any civilized country will ever claim me again. I should never have the courage to face what might come. Oh, God, I'm tired. Well, we almost talked the night away.
Yes, it is time to turn in, is that the phrase? But now, friend of my school days, I must say goodbye. Tomorrow, before you awake, I shall be gone.
Yes, I must move on directly. Can't we travel together?
Alas, I travel officially, and I must travel alone. As for you, they will be breaking camp here tomorrow, but they will lend you an escort and put you in the direction you wish to take. Everything progresses to my orders?
Everything, Excellency.
Very good. Now, news has come from Germany.
Ah.
The month arrives, the day, even the time is fixed. I am recalled from here to take the place for which I was destined. You know why I was sent to an English public school.
I can guess.
I was to go to England on a special mission, to establish myself there as an Englishman. Now, listen, Schmidt, a great idea has come to... What was that?
I heard nothing.
The Englishman, I thought...
No, he sleeps like a drunken fool, yes. Listen, listen. Besides, he cannot understand us.
Languages happen to be that man's only accomplishment. However, to continue, I shall assume the identity of this Englishman. I shall return to England as Sir Everard Dominey.
Brilliant.
There is, as you will have noticed, a remarkable likeness between us, and Dominey has not seen an Englishman who knows him for years. Also, tonight the fool has babbled on for hours, telling me many things that it is well for me to know.
But what about his near relations?
He has none. Nearer than cousins.
But does he have a wife?
Ah, therein lies his tragedy. She is insane. She might have been the only stumbling block, but as things are...
It is a wonderful scheme.
Indeed it is, Doctor. As Sir Everard Dominey, I shall be able to penetrate into the inner circles of society, perhaps even of political life. I shall be able, if necessary, to remain in England even after the storm bursts.
But just suppose, Excellency, that the Englishman should one day decide to return to England.
He must never return to England.
Well, goodbye, Doctor, and thank you for everything.
It is nothing. But remember my advice, no spirits. They are not good for you.
Yes, I'll do my best to remember.
at least until the next spring.
You English, you are mad. Well, goodbye to you, my friend.
Goodbye, and thanks again.
Heinrich,
Herr Doctor,
you are sure that the Englishman has whiskey?
the water bottles are filled with nothing else, Herr Doctor.
How much food?
Only 1 day's ration.
The beef is salt?
It is very salt, Herr Doctor.
And the compass?
Is 10 degrees wrong.
Excellent. You have done well. The boys have their orders?
They understand perfectly. If the Englishman does not drink, then they will take him at midday to His Excellency's camp at the bend of the Blue River.
Then I think it will be better for the Englishman that he drinks.
And what is it, Smathers?
Gentleman to see you, Mr. Mangan. Sent in his card.
Good God. Sir Everard Dominey. Back in England. And penniless, I bet, bar.
What shall I tell the gentleman, sir?
Oh, show him in. I shall have to see him sooner or later. I may as well get it over with.
Yes, sir.
My dear Sir Everard, this is a most unexpected pleasure, most unexpected. Such a pity, too, that we only posted a draft for your allowance a few days ago. But if you'll forgive me for saying so, how well you look. Africa obviously agrees with you. Do sit down, please.
Thank you. Yes, Africa is a wonderful country, Mangan.
It certainly seems to have done wonderful things for you. Let me see now. It must be at least 11 years since we met.
Exactly 11 years. I left England in April 1902.
I was just wondering, I suppose that last remittance we sent you could be stopped. I've no doubt you'll be glad of a little ready money.
Thank you, but I don't need any just at the moment.
Really?
But we'll talk about financial matters later.
Will you, be remaining in England for long, Sir Everard?
Well, I've finished with Africa for good, Mangan. Whether I decide to remain in England rather depends on what you have to tell me.
I think that you may make yourself quite easy as regards the matter of Roger Marston. Nothing has been heard of him since the day you left England.
Then his body has not been found?
Nor any trace of it.
And Lady Dominey?
Her ladyship's condition is, I believe, unchanged.
Well, if the circumstances are favourable, I think it's very likely that I may decide to settle down at Dominey Hall.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll be very disappointed with the condition of the estate, Sir Everard. We did write to you, but...
By the way, when did you receive my last letter?
Your last letter? Why, we've not had the privilege of hearing from you for over 4 years. Indeed, the only intimation that your payments ever reached you was the exceedingly prompt debit of the South African Bank.
Yes, I've certainly been very remiss. On the other hand, I've been very much absorbed. It will no doubt come as a great surprise to you to hear that I've been making a vast amount of money.
Making money? You? Oh, forgive me, but
Yes, I thought you'd be surprised. However, that's neither here nor there. The business object of my visit to you this morning is to ask you to make arrangements as quickly as possible for paying off the mortgage on the Dominey estates.
Great Scott.
I've had 3 or 4 years' good luck. I have made money in gold mines and in land.
My heartiest congratulations. You are the first Dominey I ever knew who has ever made money.
Well, if you inquire at the United Bank of Africa, you will find that I have a credit balance there of something over £100,000. Then I've also, well, let's say a trifle more, invested in first-class mines.
Good.
Do me the favour of lunching with me at the Carlton, Mangan, and I will tell you something of my speculations.
I should be delighted.
Lady Dominey's condition is unchanged, I think you said.
Physically, she is in excellent health. Mentally, I believe that there is no change. She has, unfortunately, the same rather violent prejudice which I am afraid influenced your departure from England.
In plain words, she has sworn to take my life if ever I sleep under the same roof.
She will need to be strictly watched, I'm afraid.
So, she still regards me as the murderer of Roger Marston.
I'm afraid she does.
And I suppose everyone else has the same idea.
The mystery has never been cleared up. It is well known, you see, that you fought in the Black Wood, and Roger Marston has never been seen from that day to this.
But if I killed him, why was his body never found?
There are all sorts of theories, of course. But there is one particular suspicion you may as well be prepared for. There is scarcely a man or woman for miles around Dominey who does not believe that the ghost of Roger Marston still haunts the Black Wood.
Let's be quite clear about this, Mangan. If the body should ever be found, am I liable after all these years to be indicted for manslaughter?
I think you may make your mind quite at ease on that score. In the first place, I don't think you would ever be indicted.
And in the second?
There isn't a human being in that part of Norfolk who would ever believe that the body of man or beast left within the shadow of the Black Wood would ever be seen or heard of again.
Ah, Mangan, just the fellow I want to see.
Excuse me one moment, Sir Everard.
I'll go on.
This way, please, sir. You have a reservation?
Leopold, the holy saints, why did you not let me know?
I'm so sorry, but I fear you're mistaken. My name is not Leopold.
You, and in London of all places. Tell me, what does it mean?
I can only repeat, madam, that to my very great regret, I do not have the honour of your acquaintance.
Do you mean to deny that you are Leopold von Ragastein? That you do not know me?
My name is Dominey. Sir Everard Dominey.
Leopold, nothing can make it wrong or indiscreet for you to visit me while you are here. My address is 17 Belgrave Square. Come, tonight at 7.
But...
Goodbye, for the present.
But madam,
To keep you... I say, wasn't that the Princess Eiderstrom?
The lady addressed me by mistake. She mistook me for a chap I used to know at Oxford.
The Princess is quite a famous personage. Her husband was killed in a duel, I believe.
If we might order luncheon.
Oh, of course. I do apologize. Everard, what sort of terms are we on with the Germans out in East Africa?
Oh, excellent, I should think.
Of course, this will all be new to you, but during the last few years, Englishmen have become divided into two classes. Those who believe that the Germans want war, and those who don't.
Well, then, since my return, the number of don'ts has been increased by 1.
So I'm amongst the doubtfuls myself. Let us now turn to your personal plans. Have you seen any of your relatives yet?
Not one. I should be perfectly content never to see them again, except for the Duchess, of course. She was always very kind to me. I'm afraid that even the Duchess was rather fed up with me before I left England. What are you staring at?
The Duchess herself, behind you, lunching with Lord Saint-Omer.
Then this place must certainly be the rendezvous of all the world, for here is yet another old friend. Seaman, my friend, welcome!
Sir Everard!
Let me introduce you to my friend and legal advisor, Mr. Mangan, Mr. Seaman.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Well, this is a day of surprises. Within the space of an hour, I find a princess who desires to claim my acquaintance, a cousin who lunches only a few tables away, and an old friend of my African days. But do join us, Seaman. A glass of wine, perhaps.
Thank you.
Waiter, a glass, please.
So, you knew Sir Everard in Africa, Mr. Seaman?
Aye, we did business together. A great deal of business. And when we were not partners, Sir Everard generally got the best of it.
Extraordinary.
Luck generally comes to a man either early or late in life. My luck came late. I sometimes think that you must have been my lucky mascot, Seaman.
well. Tell me, are you planning to return to Africa, Mr. Seaman?
Oh, no. Now I have retired from money-making, and I intend to take up again my real life's work.
If you're going to talk about your hobby, you'd better order them to serve your lunch here.
I had finished my lunch before you came in.
Oh, do tell me about this hobby of yours.
Oh, I protest.
Just one word, so. This must be clear to you, Mr. Mangan. I'm a German by birth, naturalized in England for the sake of my business. Now, I have watched the growth of commercial rivalries and jealousies between the two nations. Well, now, my aim is to encourage a league for the promotion of more cordial social and business relations between the people of Great Britain and the people of the German Empire.
I compliment you most heartily on your scheme.
But it's getting late, and I have taken up too much of your time, although I have an appointment, if you will excuse me.
Yes, of course. I wish you good luck with your hobby.
I thank you, gentlemen.
No doubt we shall meet again soon.
You may depend upon it, Sir Everard.
Well, then why not tonight? Shall we say 8:30 in the lobby?
I will look forward to our meeting.
A solid businessman, I should think.
Apart from that damned hobby of his. All the same, I shall have to develop some new interest myself. Now that I'm back, I can't fancy myself doing nothing down in Norfolk all the rest of my days. Perhaps I shall go into Parliament.
Parliament? Well. I never knew 10 years make such a difference in a man in my life.
The colonies are a kill or cure sort of business. Either you take your drubbing and come out a stronger man, or you go under.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mangan. I hope you are finding the time to look after those troublesome tenants of mine.
We shall make our report in due course, Your Grace. Will you permit me to bring back to your memory a relative of yours who has only just returned from abroad? Sir Everard Dominey.
Caroline?
Everard Dominey? Everard? Oh, ridiculous.
I can assure Your Grace that there is no doubt whatever about Sir Everard's identity.
I simply cannot bring myself to believe it. Come, I will challenge you. When did we last meet?
At Worcester House. I came to say goodbye to you.
You came to say goodbye, and...
Am I to take this as a challenge?
As you will.
You were a little kinder to me then than you are today. You gave me this picture. See, I have it in my pocketbook still.
Heaven's sake, put it away. And not another word. There's Lord St. Omar within earshot. Come and see me at 3 this afternoon. And don't be a minute late. And now I must go. I'm half an hour late for my dressmaker already.
Your Grace.
Until 3, Caroline.
Sir Everard, God bless you. If ever a woman got what she deserved. I've seen a Duchess blush for the first time in my life.
Sir Everard Dominey, Your Grace.
Everard, come here and let me look at you. There's something wrong about you, you know.
Oh, that seems very unfortunate, when I returned to find you wholly unchanged.
Not bad. All the same, I have changed. I'm not in the least in love with you any longer.
Ah, it was the fear of that change in you which kept me for so long in the farthest corners of the world.
How you are going to live over here, I cannot imagine. But it isn't the least use expecting Henry to do a thing for you. The poor man has scarcely enough pocket money to pay his travelling expenses when he goes off lecturing.
Lecturing?
On national defence.
Dear Henry always was a little cranky, wasn't he? Let me put your mind at rest, Caroline. I can assure you that I have come back to England not to borrow money, but to spend it.
And you mean to tell me that you really are Everard Dominey?
Yes. Caroline.
My dear Everard, Henry is in the next room. Besides... Yes. I suppose you must be Everard Dominey. Just now there was something in your eyes, exactly like his. But you are so straight, so upright.
One spends half one's time in the saddle in Africa.
And you are really well off.
Really?
Oh, it's too wonderful. Henry will love having his money back.
And you?
Oh, you won't want an old woman like me. You'll have the town at your feet. You'll be able to flirt with... Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot.
Forgot?
Forgot the tragedy which drove you abroad. Forgot your marriage. Is there any change in your wife's condition?
Not much, I'm afraid.
When will you come to dine here and meet all your relatives?
Whenever you're kind enough to ask me. I thought of going down to Dominey Hall tomorrow.
But your wife...
She's there, I believe. I cannot help that. I've been in exile from my home long enough.
Do not go. Just think you have your future and your career to consider.
My dear Caroline... Oh, you must forgive me. I didn't know you were engaged. We'll not stay, but I should just like to present a young friend of mine to you who's going to help me at the meeting this evening.
Do bring him in, Henry, my dear.
Henry.
And I have a surprise for you, too. See who is here.
Oh, there is something exceedingly familiar about your face, sir. But
This is Everard Dominey, returned from foreign exile in Africa and regenerated in every sense of the word.
I hope that you haven't quite forgotten me, Henry.
Oh, bless my soul. You don't mean to stand there and tell me that you really are Dominey?
Beyond a doubt.
Quite amazing, quite amazing. Delighted to meet you again, Dominey.
You'll be more delighted still when you hear the rest of the news. In the meantime, do present your friend.
Oh, my dear Bartram, do forgive me. Let me present you to the Duchess. Captain Bartram has just returned from Germany, my dear.
Oh, how do you do, Captain?
Your Grace. Delighted to meet you, Bartram. How do you do?
Do you, too, believe that Germany has evil designs upon us, Captain?
Indeed I do.
How long were you in Germany, Captain?
12 months. I went there with an open mind. I have come back convinced that we shall be at war with Germany within a year.
Absolutely. Our friend here is quite right. For months I've been trying to drum that fact into the handful of wooden-headed Englishmen who've deigned to come to our meetings. Oh, you're just back from Africa, Dominey. Did you see anything of the Germans out there?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Ah, then you may be of some service to us.
Well, I'm bound to confess all my efforts have been directed to making money. For that reason, perhaps my observation may have been at fault. I shall claim the privilege of coming to one of your meetings and of trying to understand the question.
My dear fellow, forgive my remarking it, but I find you more changed than I could have believed possible.
Oh, Everard is changed in more ways than one.
But now I'm afraid I must take my leave. I have an appointment. I look forward to seeing you again, Henry. There is a little matter of business to be adjusted between us. Caroline, Captain Bartram.
Upon my soul, a little matter of business. I don't much like the sound of that. I hope you explained to Everard, my dear, that it's absolutely hopeless for him to look to me for any financial assistance just at present.
Oh, Henry, Everard was alluding to the money he already owes you. He intends to repay it at once.
Everard? Pay his debts? Impossible.
It's quite true.
Then if you ask me, there is something very wrong about it somewhere. Something very wrong indeed.
That was part one of The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio by Barry Campbell. The cast: Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein, David Robb; Dr. Schmidt, Philip Manikum; Mr. Mangan, William Eedle; Princess Eiderstrom, Narissa Knights; Mr. Seaman, William Hope; the Duchess of Worcester, Anne Jameson; the Duke of Worcester, Garard Green; and Captain Bartram, Graham Pountney. The Great Impersonation was directed in Bristol by Brian Miller, and you can hear part 2 at the same time next week.
Part 2. A Homecoming. The chance meeting between two former school friends in East Africa in early 1914 has resulted in the death of one of them. Now, the man calling himself Sir Everard Dominey returns to England after years spent in exile.
There you are, Seaman. So sorry to have kept you waiting.
Not at all. How nice to see you again, Sir Everard. Shall we go into the lounge? It is quieter there. We shall not be interrupted.
Excellent. Lead on. We can enjoy yarning about the old days in Africa.
Well, everything proceeds according to plan, I trust?
Except that I'm expected to call upon the Princess Eiderstrom at 7 o'clock.
I see no tragedy in that. The princess is a woman of sense, and while I cannot recommend you take her entirely into your confidence, I still think that a middle course can be judiciously pursued.
Rubbish! The princess has indisputable claims upon me as Leopold von Ragastein, claims which would altogether interfere with the career of Everard Dominey.
My friend, I'm a man of commerce, and I do things in a business way. Let us take stock of our position. 3 months ago, we met by appointment at a certain hotel in Cape Town. We were unknown to one another. I had only heard of the Baron von Ragastein as a devoted German citizen engaged in an important enterprise in East Africa by special intercession of the Kaiser on account of a certain unfortunate happening in Hungary.
I killed a man in a duel. It was not an unforgivable act.
Oh, there are duels and duels. To become the lover of the wife.
I had no wish to kill Prince Eiderstrom, nor was it at my desire that we met at all. The prince fought like a madman until he slipped and fell upon the point of my sword.
Let that pass. I do not understand the etiquette of these matters. I simply look upon you as a culprit in the eyes of our master, the Kaiser.
and I feel that he has a right to demand much from you in the way of personal sacrifice.
Perhaps you'll tell me what more he could have. I have spent many years in a godless, fever-ridden country, and now at last I am able to take up the work for which I was originally intended, to transform myself into an English gentleman. And I think you'll admit that so far I've done so with great success.
All you say is granted. Although you are supposed to consult with me as to your choice of identity...
I simply saw a great chance when the Englishman blundered into my camp, and I took it.
And you wear your new identity well. You have made it uncommonly expensive, but we do not grudge the money.
But I could not return home to a poverty-stricken domain. I should have held no place whatever in English social life.
Again, I make no complaint. Neither must there be any stint to our loyalty.
In this instance, it is not a matter of loyalty. Everard Dominey cannot throw himself at the feet of the Princess Eiderstrom while her love affair with von Ragastein is still remembered. Just think, the question of our identities might crop up any day, and there are still many who remember the likeness between us.
Very well. What do you propose?
That you see the princess at once, and point out to her that for political reasons I am and must remain Sir Everard Dominey until my mission here is completed.
So be it. I will go and have an understanding with the princess. Dine with me here at 8.
Well, what news?
I have done your errand, and I confess that I found her a lady of somewhat overpowering temperament.
But did she agree to behave in
The princess understands the situation. She will do nothing. You and she will meet within the course of the next few hours.
What?
On reasonable terms. But, to proceed, I have decided that it is time for you to meet the person who is chiefly responsible for your presence in England. Our ambassador, Prince Tenoloff. Now, the first idea you have to get out of your head is that you are a spy. You are nothing of the sort. You are a free agent. Live yourself thoroughly into the life of Sir Everard Dominey. For the rest, will require you to concentrate wholly and entirely upon Tenoloff.
Well, I expected to work with him.
Empty your mind of all preconceived ideas. Your duties with regard to Prince Tenoloff will grow upon you gradually as the situation develops. Now, I have made an appointment for you to see him at 11 o'clock tonight.
Tonight?
At the embassy. Remember, you know nothing. You are waiting instructions. Leave the talking to him. Be particularly careful not to drop him a hint of what is coming. Take care not to disturb him. He is a missioner of peace, and so are you.
I begin to understand.
You shall understand everything when the time comes for you to take a hand. And do not forget that your usefulness to our great cause will depend upon your being able to establish and maintain your position as an English gentleman. So far, all has gone well.
Perfectly. Now, you must remember, though, that there is your end to keep up. Berlin will be receiving frantic messages from East Africa as to my disappearance. Not even my immediate associates were in the secret.
That is all understood. Dr. Schmidt has been wasting much money sending frantic cables.
Schmidt was a very faithful associate.
He has been a very troublesome friend. It seems that the natives got their stories mixed up concerning the Englishman who was apparently died in the bush. However, all this has been dealt with. The only real dangers are here.
Well, I have at any rate been accepted by my cousin, the Duchess of Worcester. Oh, and incidentally, I've discovered that one far-seeing person in England knows that a war is inevitable.
Indeed?
Yes. The Duke of Worcester.
Oh, him. A brainless man obsessed by one idea. It's queer how these fanatics often stumble upon the truth. But that reminds me, His Grace has a little meeting tonight in the Holborn Town Hall. I shall go along. Why don't you come with me?
No, my mind is too full of other things. I'll rest in my room until it's time to go to the embassy. 11 o'clock, you say?
I am very glad to see you here tonight, von Ragastein. For 5 minutes, I desire to talk to your real self. After that, and for the rest of your time in England, I will respect your new identity. Africa has changed you very little. Do you remember our previous meeting in Saxony?
I remember it perfectly, Your Excellency.
His Majesty knew how to keep court in those days. You know, of course, that I entirely disapprove of your present position here.
I gathered as much, Your Excellency.
I know quite well that you form part of a network of espionage in this country, a network which I consider entirely unnecessary.
But I have no doubt that you are here with the same object as I am. That object, which the Kaiser has declared to me with his own lips, is nearest to his heart, to cement the bonds of friendship between Germany and England.
And you believe, sir, that this is possible?
I am convinced of it. Just as I am convinced that there is not a single statesman in this country who desires a war with Germany.
But there are many in our own country who look forward to a war with England as inevitable. Germany must become the greatest empire in the world. She must climb there, as one of our own friends once said, with her foot upon the neck of the British lion.
You are out of date, my friend. I see now why they have sent you to me. Those days have passed. There is room in the world for both Great Britain and for Germany. The disintegration of Russia in the very near future is a certainty. So it is eastward that we must look for any great extension of territory.
I see. These things have been decided?
Absolutely. They form the soul of my mission here. My mandate is one of peace. And the more I see of English statesmen and the more I understand the British outlook, the more sanguine I am as to the success of my efforts. That is why all this espionage of Seaman seems to me to be both unwise and unnecessary.
And my own mission?
Its nature is not as yet divulged. But if, as I understand it, it is to become closely connected with mine, then I am sure you will find that it also is concerned with peace. But now just one word more. The Princess Eiderstrom is upstairs.
Stephanie? Here?
Waiting for a word with you. She insists that I present Sir Everard Dominey to her.
I need scarcely point out to you, sir, that any association between the princess and myself will greatly increase the difficulties of my position here.
Oh, I quite appreciate that. Both Seaman and I have endeavored to reason with her. But, as you are doubtless aware, the princess is a woman of very strong will. She is also very powerfully placed here, and it is the urgent desire of the court at Berlin to placate in every way the Hungarian nobility. You will understand that I speak from a political point of view only. I cannot ignore the fact of your unfortunate relations with the princess, but in considering the present position you will, I am sure, remember the greater interests.
I shall accept Your Excellency's guidance in the matter.
Very well, then. Come with me, Sir Everard Dominey, and I will present you to my wife.
We are delighted to welcome you to London, Sir Everard, and I hope that we shall often see you here.
Thank you, Princess.
Now, I want to present you to my cousin. She is very interested in you, though I must tell you frankly, it is because of your likeness to a very dear friend of hers. Stephanie, this is Sir Everard Dominey, the Princess Eiderstrom.
You have forgiven me for my insistence at the Carlton Grill this morning, I hope. It was hard for me to believe that you were not indeed the person for whom I mistook you.
Other people have spoken to me of the likeness. It is a matter of regret to me that I can claim to be no more than a simple Norfolk baronet.
Without any previous experience of European courts?
Without any at all.
You are not going to bury yourself in Norfolk, Sir Everard.
Norfolk is very near to London these days, Princess, and I have experienced more than my share of solitude during the last few years.
You must dine with us one night and tell us about Africa. My husband would be so interested.
You're very kind.
Will you be so kind as to see me home, Sir Everard? Afterwards, my car can take you on wherever you choose to go.
I shall be very happy to, Princess.
At last! Leopold, we are alone.
Princess, my name is not Leopold. I am Everard Dominey.
Oh, I know that you are very obstinate and very devoted to your marvelous country. But you have a soul, Leopold. You know that there are human duties as great as any your country ever imposed on you.
Listen to me. Until the hour strikes, I must remain to you as to the world, alone or in a crowd, Everard Dominey.
Leopold, I understand. You are afraid that I shall betray our love. Oh, I am full of impulses and passions, as you know, but I have restraint. What we are to one another when we are alone, no soul in this world need know. I will be careful, I swear it.
Oh, Princess.
I swear it. You shall come and see me as seldom as you wish. Oh, but don't treat me like this. tell me you have come back. Oh, Leopold.
I cannot take advantage of your feeling for Leopold von Ragastein. He is in Africa. Perhaps someday he will come back to you.
Let me look at you. Is this some ghastly change, or are you an impostor? My heart is growing chilled. Are you the man I have waited for all these years? The man who slew my husband and left me?
I was exiled, you know that. So far as other things are concerned, I am exiled now.
We have arrived. Will you come in with me? For a moment?
If you will permit me to pay you a visit, it will give me great pleasure. I will call, if I may, on my return from Norfolk.
So be it. My chauffeur will take you wherever you want to go. And remember, I do not admit defeat. This is not the last word between us.
Seaman, I have discovered the greatest danger I shall have to face during my entire enterprise.
Shh, be careful. Now, what is this danger?
The Princess Eiderstrom.
Really? You surprise me. I have considered the matter. I cannot see any great difficulty.
Then you're wholly ignorant of the princess's temperament and disposition. Stephanie Eiderstrom is Hungarian, born and bred. You don't seriously suppose that after all these years, after all she's suffered, she's going to be contented with an emasculated form of friendship? She's made it very plain tonight that she's going to be content with nothing of the sort.
And what takes place between you in private?
Rubbish! The princess is an impulsive, passionate, distinctly primitive woman with a good deal of the wild animal in her still. Plots or political necessities are not likely to count a snap of the fingers with her.
But surely she must understand that your country has claimed you for a great work.
She is not German. On the contrary, like a great many Hungarians, I think she rather dislikes us. Her only concern is the personal question between us. She considers that every moment of the rest of my life should be devoted to her.
Perhaps it is as well that you have arranged to go down to Dominey tomorrow. Don't worry, I will think out a scheme. Something must be done to pacify her. To my mind, your greatest difficulty will be encountered tomorrow. You know what you have to deal with down at Dominey?
Yes, I'm prepared.
You remember that when we talked over your plans at Cape Town, you showed me a picture of...
Of Lady Dominey? Yes, I remember.
I have one more look at it.
Of course. There you are.
Thank you. I tell you, my friend, I would sooner have a dozen of your princesses than to deal with the original of that picture.
It's still a fine house. We've kept the old place weathertight somehow or other. I don't think you'll miss the timber much. We've taken it as far as possible from the outlying woods.
Any from the Black Wood, Mangan?
Not a stump. And for a very excellent reason. Not one of the woodmen would ever go near the place.
The superstition remains, then?
The villagers are absolutely rabid about it. There are at least a dozen who declare that they have seen the ghost of Roger Marston, and a score more who will swear by all that is holy that they've heard his call at night. The idea is that the ghost makes his way out from the Black Wood and sits on the terrace underneath Lady Dominey's window. Or bunkum, of course. But I can assure you that every servant and caretaker we've had there has given notice within a month. That is the sole reason why I hadn't ventured to recommend long ago that you should get rid of Mrs. Marston.
So his mother is still in attendance upon Lady Dominey?
Simply because we couldn't get anyone else to stay there. And her ladyship positively declines to leave the hall. Between ourselves, I think it's time a change was made. We'll have a chat about it after dinner, if you've no objection. You see, we've left most of the trees in the park.
Some of the old walls down, I see.
That wall has been down, to my knowledge, for the past 20 years.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I'd forgotten.
You won't find many familiar faces to welcome you home, I'm afraid. Just old Middleton, the keeper, and Lovibond, the gardener. No one at all indoors, except Mrs. Marston. All the present staff are new importations. Well, here we are. Middleton?
Sir?
Here's your master come home. Lovibond, give Parkins a hand with the luggage, will you please?
Good day, Middleton.
I'm right glad to see you home, Squire.
You've not changed much, Lovibond.
Thank ye, Squire. I can't say the same for you, sir. Them foreign powers has filled you out and hardened you. I'll take the liberty of saying that I should never have recognised you, and that's a fact.
And this is Parkins, your butler, recently engaged in London.
Sir.
Parkins.
There is no place in this house for you, Everard Dominey.
Mrs. Marston.
I wrote last night to stop you, but you've shown indecent haste in coming. There's no place here for a murderer. Get back where you came from.
My good woman, this is really too much.
I've not come to bandy words with lawyers. I've come to speak to him. Can you face me, Everard Dominey, who murdered my son and made a madwoman of your wife?
Mrs. Marston, return to your duties at once. And understand that this house is mine to enter or leave when I choose.
The house may be yours, but there's a part of it at least in which you won't dare show yourself.
Hush, you forget yourself, Mrs. Marston. Be so good as to return to your mistress this minute. Announce my arrival and say that I wait only for her permission before presenting myself in her apartments.
Everard!
Those are brave words. You've come back a harder man. Let me look at you. Ah. There's things in your face I miss.
Mrs. Marston, you will treat your master with the respect to which his position here entitles him.
Respect? Ha! What respect have I for the murderer of my poor boy? Respect? Well, if he stays here against my bidding, maybe her ladyship will show him what respect means.
But don't just stand there gawping. Parkins, get that luggage in at once.
Right, sir.
My dear Sir Everard, I am most distressed that this should have occurred. I thought Mrs. Marston would probably be sullen, but I had no idea that she would dare to attempt such an outrage.
She is still the only companion whom Lady Dominey will tolerate.
I fear so. Nevertheless, we must see Dr. Harrison in the morning. But it must be understood that if Mrs. Marston is suffered to remain, she adopts an entirely different attitude. I shall pay her a visit myself after dinner.
Well, let's go in, shall we? Lead on, Mangan.
It's a grand view from these library windows, especially since we had a few of the trees cut down.
So, Mangan, it's the popular belief down here that I killed Roger Marston.
Well, the popular belief seems to march fairly well with the facts. At the time of your unfortunate visit to the Hall, Miss Felbrigg was living practically alone at the vicarage following her uncle's death, with Mrs. Marston as housekeeper. Roger Marston's infatuation for her was known throughout the neighbourhood, and a source of great annoyance to Miss Felbrigg herself. I'm convinced that at no time did she ever give him the slightest encouragement.
Has anyone ever suggested the contrary?
Not a soul. Nevertheless, when you came down, fell in love with Miss Felbrigg and married her, everyone felt there would be trouble.
Marston was a lunatic. We met at the north end of the Black Wood one evening, and he attacked me like a madman. When I got back to the hall, my arm was broken, I was covered with blood and only half conscious. By some cruel stroke of fortune, almost the first person I saw was Lady Dominey. The shock was too much for her. From that moment, she developed a homicidal mania against me. That was what drove me out of the country, not the fear of being arrested for having caused the death of Roger Marston. I'd have stood trial for that any time. It was absolute self-defense.
As a matter of fact, you were perfectly safe from arrest. The body of Roger Marston has never been found from that day to this.
Then I suppose it was the disappearance of the body which has given rise to all this talk about his spirit inhabiting the Black Wood.
Without a doubt.
Well, after dinner, I will tell you a few African superstitions which will make this one seem positively anemic. I'm very glad you came down here with me, Mangan. I find it very difficult to get back into the atmosphere of those days. I even find it hard sometimes to believe that I'm the same man.
Not so hard as I have done. More than once.
Tell me in what respects you consider me changed.
Well, you seem to have lost a certain pliability, or perhaps I ought to call it a looseness of disposition. But there are other things. Well, for a trifling instance, you don't drink port like any Dominey I ever knew.
I'm afraid I'm not very fond of port.
Not fond of port?
Well, not anymore, I should say. You see, in the bush, we drank a simply frightful amount of spirits.
You haven't the appearance of ever having drunk anything.
Ah, the Dominey constitution, I suppose. Yes, what is it, Parkins?
I have served coffee in the library, sir. And Mr. Middleton has just called in to have a word with you. He seems in a very nervous state, sir.
Tell him I'll see him in the library.
Yes, sir.
Well, what is it, Middleton? Bad night for you to be out?
So save it being a worse one that I'm here, Squire. I've come to ask you a favour and then to beg you to grant it for your own sake. You'll not sleep in the yoke room tonight.
Why not?
It's next to her ladyship's. And, well, Squire, that's to say
Say exactly what you wish to, Middleton.
I can't get rightly into touch with you, Squire, and that's a fact. The shape of you seems larger and your voice harder.
I've had a rough time, Middleton. Never mind. Speak to me just man to man.
It was I who first met you, Squire, when you trotted home that night across the park with the blood streaming down your face. I heard her ladyship go into hysterics. I saw her laugh and sob like a maniac, and God help us, that's what she's been ever since. I was by your side, Squire, when her ladyship caught up the knife and ran at you, and as you well know, it was I, seizing her from behind, that saved a double tragedy that night. And it was me who went for the doctor the next morning when she'd stolen into your room that night and missed your throat by a bare inch. I heard her call to you. Heard her threat. It was a mad woman's threat, Squire. But her ladyship is a mad woman at this moment, and with a knife in her hand, you'll never be safe in this house, Squire.
Then we must see to it that she's not allowed a knife.
No, I make sure of that with old Mother Marston by her side. Her ladyship's mad because of the horror that night. But Mother Marston is mad with hate, and there isn't a week passes that Roger Marston's spirit doesn't howl for your blood beneath her window.
Well, it's very good of you to warn me, Middleton, but I can lock my door, can't I?
Lock the door of the yoke room? What good would that do? You know well enough that the house is riddled with secret passages. The oak room's not for you this night, Squire. Why, it's hoping to get you there that's keeping them quiet.
Tell us what you meant when you spoke of the howling of Roger Marston's spirit.
Just that, sir. It's round the house most weeks.
A howl, you call it?
Aye, like a dog what's hurt itself, with a touch of human in its throat.
Well, I'm obliged to you for your kind warning, but now, if you will excuse us, we have urgent business to discuss.
Yes, Squire, of course. But you'll not sleep in the oak room tonight.
I'll remember. And thank you.
Then I'll bid you good night, gentlemen.
He made me feel positively uncomfortable.
I noticed it. Well, I'm not going to pretend that it was a pleasant conversation myself.
Where will you sleep tonight?
Well, there's obviously only one place. I can't disappoint anyone. I shall sleep in the oak room, of course.
Everard Dominey. Everard Dominey.
What's that? Who the devil?
Lie still. If you move, you will die. There is a knife at your throat. Keep quite still.
Why do you wish to kill me?
You've cut me. You must be very quiet. If you speak, it will be the end. I wish to look at you. Move your head slowly. Nearer to the candle.
What the devil? Where are you? Oh my God. She's disappeared.
That was part 2 of The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio by Barry Campbell. The cast: Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein, David Robb; Mr. Seaman, William Hope; Princess Eiderstrom, Narissa Knights; Prince Terniloff, Tim Meets; Princess Terniloff, Angela Phillips; Lady Dominey, Melinda Walker, Mr. Mangan, William Eedle, Mrs. Marston, Gwen Cherrill, Middleton, Paul Nicholson, and Parkins, Howard Hoffman. The programme was directed in Bristol by Brian Miller, and you can hear part 3 of The Great Impersonation at the same time next week. It's now time for The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio in 5 parts by Barry Campbell, with David Robb as Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein. Part 3, Lady Dominey. Pursued by the passionate Princess Eiderstrom, the man claiming to be Sir Everard Dominey has left London for Dominey Hall in Norfolk. There he's barely survived an attempt upon his life by the deranged Lady Dominey.
Good morning, Sir Everard. I trust you slept well.
Good morning, Parkins. Yes, thank you. Find out where the nearest bathroom is and prepare it, will you? I've quite forgotten my way about the house.
Very good, sir. Oh, have you hurt yourself?
Oh, it's nothing. A slight accident, that's all. Were there any ghost alarms last night?
None that I heard of, sir. Though I'm afraid that we should have difficulty in keeping the young women from London if they heard what I heard on the night of my arrival.
Very terrible, was it?
Those cries were the most terrible I ever heard, sir.
Well, we shall just have to look into the matter.
You, cut yourself, I see.
Razor slipped, Mangan.
Nasty gash.
Good morning, Mrs. Marston.
I'm the bearer of a message.
Then pray deliver it.
Her ladyship would be glad for you to visit her in her apartments at once.
I'm not at all sure that any further meeting between Lady Dominey and myself is desirable.
Her ladyship desires me to assure you that you need be under no apprehension.
Her ladyship is very considerate. Kindly say that I shall follow in a few moments.
So, you have come to see me, Everard. You are very brave.
I have come to see you at your bidding and for my pleasure.
I sent for you because I do not understand why, quite suddenly, last night, I lost the desire to kill you. I am no longer sure about myself. Come. Let me look at you.
Do you find me changed?
Oh, you are wonderfully changed.
And you are more beautiful than ever.
Of what use has my beauty been to me since you came to my cottage and loved me and made me love you and took me away from poor dear Roger? But, oh, that does not matter now. Do you know that since you left me, I have not been outside the grounds?
That can be altered when you wish. You may go where you will. You can have a motor car, even. I shall bring some wonderful doctors here, and then they will make you quite strong again. I want you so much to be happy.
How surprised you are to find that I am willing to be nice to you. But why not? You cannot know why I have so suddenly changed my mind about you. And I have changed it. There is a reason why I should not kill you.
What is it?
I will leave you to find out. But now I want you to go away for a little while, please. Will you send Mrs. Marston to me?
Yes. But please, if you should walk in your sleep, you will leave your knife behind.
I have told you. I shall not kill you now.
Good afternoon.
I've come to see Dr. Harrison.
Mr. Harrison retired from practice some years ago. I'm his nephew. My name is Stillwell.
How do you do? My name is Dominey.
I guessed as much, Sir Everard. My uncle lives here with me, and to tell you the truth, he was rather hoping that you'd come and see him.
Well, Dominey, I should certainly never have recognized you. Arthur
Isn't it time for you to start your rounds?
Yes, of course. I'm late already. If you'll excuse me, nice to meet you. I'm off.
I still find it very hard to believe that you really are Dominey.
I'm afraid you'll have to accept me as a fact, nevertheless.
I was told that you'd become a broken-down drunkard.
The world is full of liars. You appear to have met with one.
You certainly don't have the appearance of a man used to excess of any sort.
Good old stock, ours. Plenty of two-bottle men behind my generation.
Yes, you've also gained courage since the days you fled from England. Did you sleep at the Hall last night?
Where else? I also occupied my own bedchamber, as you can see by this slight gash on my throat.
That's just your luck. You'd no right to have gone there without seeing me first.
You seem rather a martinet as regards my domestic affairs.
That's because I know your history.
You were never my friend, Doctor. Let me suggest that we conduct this conversation on a purely professional basis.
I was never your friend, because I have known you always as a selfish brute. Because you were married to the sweetest woman on God's earth, gave up none of your bad habits, frightened her into insanity by reeling home with another man's blood on your hands, and then stayed away for years, instead of making an effort to repair the mischief you had done.
This is history dished up in a somewhat partial fashion.
This is my house, and you came to see me. I shall say exactly what I like to you, and if you don't like it, you can get out. If it wasn't for Lady Dominey's sake, you shouldn't have passed this threshold.
Then for her sake, can't you forget how much you dislike me? I am here with only one object. I want you to point out to me any way in which we can work together for the improvement of my wife's health.
Oh, my help isn't worth a snap of the fingers. I have done all I can for her.
Is it any use my sending for specialists?
Just at present, none at all.
What about dealing with that horrible woman, Mrs. Marston?
Part of your task, if you're really going to take it up. She stands between your wife and the sunlight.
Then why have you suffered her to remain there all these years?
For one thing, because there has been no one to replace her. And for another, because Lady Dominey, believing that you killed Roger Marston, had some fantastic idea of giving her a home and shelter.
You think, then, that there is no affection between them?
Oh, not a scrap. Except that Lady Dominey is of so sweet and gentle a nature.
This gash would seem to give
that's a different matter. That's just where the weak spot in her brain remains. If you ask me, I believe it is pandered to by Mrs. Marston. If you have got back your courage, send Mrs. Marston away. Sleep with your doors wide open. If a single night passes without Lady Dominey coming to your room with a knife in her hand, then she will be cured in time of that mania at any rate. Dare you do that?
I suppose you know, Sir Everard, that what you've promised the tenants today will cost a matter of £10,000 or even £15,000.
Before I go to bed tonight, I shall send a cheque for $20,000 to the estate account. Yes?
Excuse me, sir. There is a gentleman to see you, a Mr. Otto Seaman.
Seaman? Show him in at once, please, Parkins.
Isn't that the fellow we met at the Carlton Grill, your friend from Africa?
Yes. My dear fellow, come in, come in.
Good evening. I found myself in Norfolk, Sir Everard, and I couldn't resist dropping in. If it is in any way inconvenient...
Thank you, Parkins. Inconvenient? No, of course not. You must stay the night.
Oh, but...
No, there are scores of rooms ready. You remember Mangan?
How nice to see you again.
Ah, the dressing gong already. If you will excuse me...
Yes, of course. We will follow shortly. I'll have you shown to your room, Seaman.
When is that fellow going?
9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Not a word until then. I must not seem to be hanging about you too much. I really did not want to come, but the matter is urgent.
Who's there?
It is your wife. Do not be afraid. See, I have nothing in my hands. I've thrown my knife away. Mrs. Marston was very angry with me.
Sit here on the bed and rest a while. There is nothing to fear.
In my heart, I know it. These storms are part of our lives. They come with birth and they shake the world when death seizes us. One should not be afraid, I know. But I've been so ill, Everard. Shall I call you Everard still?
Why not?
Because you are not Everard Dominey to me anymore. Because something has gone from you. And something new has come to you. You are not the same man. Had you troubles in Africa? Did you learn what life was like out there?
I learned many things there.
You need not be afraid of me anymore.
I have no fear of you.
Do you hear the wind? Oh, how it shrieks at us. I am so afraid.
The wind shall not hurt you nor anything else. I have come home to take care of you.
Oh, my dear.
The time for action has arrived.
But I am scarcely established here.
And it is with regard to your establishment here that I first desire to say a word. You have undertaken a great enterprise. And when a certain course of action is without profit to our purpose, it distresses me.
What the devil do you mean?
I sleep with one eye open. I saw you leave your room this morning carrying Lady Dominey in your arms.
What concern is this of yours?
Just this. To deceive a lady weak of intellect, however beautiful. To make use of your position as her supposed husband, save in the vital interests of his country, is not the action of a Prussian nobleman.
I see. Well, you need have no fear. The situation is delicate, I know, but I am sure that I can deal with it as a man of honor.
Let us hope so. For your own sake, as well as ours. But all this time we speak on a side issue. Now listen. The great moment has arrived for you. The Kaiser has expressed a desire to see you.
The Kaiser?
He wishes to give you your instructions in person. You must leave for Germany immediately.
But what explanation can I possibly make for going to Germany?
That itself will not be difficult. We shall simply say that a crisis has arisen concerning one of the mines in which you have shares. A mine run with German capital.
Ah, ingenious.
You must leave at once. I have arranged for us to be driven to Norwich later today.
Today? Oh, very well, then. Let us return to the house at once. There is something of great importance that I must do before we set out. I understand that you firmly believe that I killed your son, Roger. Is this attendance upon my wife a Christian act, then, returning good for evil?
Exactly what do you want to say to me?
I wish to say this, that I am determined to bring about her full recovery. For that reason, I am going to bring specialists to see her. And above all, I intend to get her away from here, at least for a time. My own feeling is that she will stand a much better chance of recovery without your attendance.
You would dare to send me away?
That is my intention.
But I can't leave here. I must stay.
Must? Why?
Lady Dominey can't do without me.
That is for her to decide. Personally, I believe that you have encouraged her in the ridiculous superstition about the ghost of your son, and I also believe that you have kept alive in her that unreasonable spirit of hatred which she has felt towards me.
Unreasonable, you call it? You, who come home to her with blood on your hands. Blood of the man she might one day have come to love.
I've finished what I had to say to you. I am compelled to leave here for 2 or 3 days. In the meantime, I have written to Dr. Harrison, asking him to keep Lady Dominey under his personal observation until I return. You may go now. You're not very fond of Mrs. Marston.
I don't think so. I think I am very much afraid of her. But it is no use. She will never go away.
When I return, we shall see.
Oh, I am so sorry that you are going. Will you come back soon?
I shall be back in 3 days.
Do you know, something has come into my mind lately. I spoke about it yesterday, but I did not tell you what it was. The knowledge must have come to me at the very moment when my knife rested upon your throat, when I suddenly lost the desire to kill you. You are not my husband at all. You are another man.
Another man?
Mrs. Marston, how dare you eavesdrop on our conversation?
Your home homecoming seems to depress you, von Ragastein.
It was not my intention to set foot in Germany for many years.
The past still bites, then.
Always.
Prepare yourself, my friend. We descend in a few minutes.
Where the devil are we? There's not a house in sight.
The Kaiser, with his staff, is making one of his military tours. You are to be received aboard His Majesty's private train.
Sir Baron von Ragastein will please to follow me.
Oh, but...
His Imperial Majesty will receive Herr Seaman later.
It pleases me to see a German officer ill at ease without his uniform. Please be seated.
Sir Everard Dominey at your service, Your Majesty.
Thorough in all things, I see. Good. Reports have reached me of your work in Africa.
I did my best to execute Your Majesty's will.
You did so well that my councillors were unanimous in advising your withdrawal to what will shortly become the centre of interest. From the moment of receiving our commands, you appear to have displayed considerable initiative. I gather that your impersonation of this English baronet has been successfully carried through.
Up to the present, Your Majesty, yes.
Von Ragastein, I have sent for you to have a few words concerning your habitation in England. I wish you to receive your impressions of your mission from my own lips.
Your Majesty does me great honor.
I wish you to consider yourself entirely outside my espionage system. From you, I look for other things. I desire you to enter into the spirit of your assumed position as a typical English country gentleman. I desire you to study the labour question, the Irish question, the progress of the National Service Scheme, and other social movements. These things are all on the fringe of your real mission, which is, as you know, to seek the friendship, if possible the intimacy, of Prince Turnilov.
The Prince has already received me graciously.
Turnilov is the dove of peace. He carries the sprig of olive in his mouth. My statesman would have sent an ambassador with sterner qualities to London, but I preferred not. Turnilov is the man to gull fools because he is a fool himself. He is a fit ambassador for a country which does not have wit to arm itself on land as well as by sea.
The British appear to put great trust in their navy, Your Majesty.
Fools! Of what use will their navy be when I hold the towns of Calais and Boulogne, when my cannon command the Straits of Dover? In some months' time you will understand why you have been enjoined to become the friend and companion of Turnilov. You will understand your mission a little more clearly than you do now. Its exact nature waits upon developments. You can at all times trust Seaman.
I understand, Your Majesty.
Von Ragastein, my decree of banishment against you is a just one. You betrayed the wife of one of the most influential noblemen of a state allied to my own, and then in the duel that followed, you killed him.
It was an accident.
And the accident should have happened the other way. It was your life that was forfeit, not his. Still, they tell me that your work in Africa was well done. I give you this one great chance of rehabilitation. If your work in England commends itself to me, the sentence of exile shall be rescinded. Your audience is over, Baron von Ragastein.
Oh, well shot, my friend. You are a miracle. You even seem to have the dominant touch for killing pheasants.
Shot much higher birds in Hungary.
Oh, Her Grace the Duchess is coming. She seems to share the Duke's dislike of me, and is too great a lady to conceal her feelings. And just one word before I go. The Princess Eiderstrom arrives this afternoon.
Yes, I'm not at all certain that you've told me all you know concerning the Princess's visit.
Perhaps you are right. I will go now.
told Henry I should not stop with him another moment. He has fired off 40 cartridges and wounded one hare.
Henry is not very keen, but you are just a little hard on him.
Well, perhaps. I hear that the Princess Eiderstrom is coming today.
Yes, for a few days. I'm afraid she'll be bored to death.
Tell me, how did you become so friendly with her?
Well, the first time we ever met was in the Carlton Grill. She mistook me for someone else.
Really?
And then I met her later the same day at the German embassy. She's related in some way to the German ambassador, Turnloff.
Oh, yes, that's another thing. How on earth did you become so friendly with the German ambassador?
Well, there's nothing odd about it. Mr. Seaman.
Horrid man.
Mr. Seaman, who is my partner in one or two mining enterprises, took me to call upon him. I have the greatest respect and liking for Prince Turnloff.
Oh, so have I. Henry declares that he must be either a fool or an knave.
Yes, well, Henry is blinded by prejudice.
Oh, don't get angry, my dear. I admire the Prince immensely. He is absolutely the only German I have ever met whom one felt instinctively to be a gentleman. Oh, by the way, do you know whom Stephanie mistook you for in the Carlton Grill?
Do tell me.
The Baron, Leopold von Ragastein, her lover, in Hungary.
We'd better walk on to the next stand. Leopold, yes, I remember now. She called me Leopold.
I still don't see why it was necessary to invite her here. She may call you Leopold again.
If she does, I shall be deaf. Anyway, she hates shooting parties. I thought she could entertain Prince Turnloff.
Oh, bosh. She will monopolize you all the time. That's what she's coming for.
You're not suggesting...
Oh, I shouldn't wonder. And she is an extraordinarily attractive woman. Oh, I'm full of complaints, Everard. Oh, there's that awful little man, Seaman. You know, the very sight of him makes Henry furious.
I am really sorry about that, but you see, the ambassador takes a great interest in him. Seaman is secretary of the Friendship League.
Well, it is a little awkward for Henry. He hates Germans. After all, he is practically the leader of the National Service movement.
But even Henry likes Turnloff.
But of course he likes Turnloff, but he hates all he represents.
Your guns, Sir Everard.
Ah, thank you, Middleton. Now, you better stand well to the rear, Caroline. We're about to recommence.
Oh, dear, all right. Do you think Sir Everard shoots as well as he did before he went to Africa, Middleton?
Better, your grace. There's another hour's good night, sir. Shall we go through the home copse, or would you like a partridge drive?
Prince Turnloff, what do you say to a partridge drive? If I might make a suggestion, most of the pheasants went into that gloomy wood across the marsh.
We call that the Blackwood, and I'm afraid that any pheasants who find their way there claim sanctuary. What do you think, Middleton?
You wouldn't put the beaters in there, Squire. Not that there's one of them as would go.
If we stumbled against some local superstition, do tell.
I doubt whether there's a beater in all Norfolk would go through Blackwood if you paid him red gold for it, your grace.
Henry, you're an idiot.
Oh, really?
It was my fault, Everard. Poor Henry has no memory. I ought to have stopped him.
Don't worry. I shan't require the men to beat Blackwood, Middleton. Get them round to the back of Hunt's stubble. We'll line the park fence.
Yes, Squire. Follow me, you men. The stubble.
Shall we walk on?
Have I by chance been tactless?
No, not at all. There's no reason why you shouldn't know the truth. Near that wood occurred the tragedy which drove me from England for so many years.
And it is his ghost, I imagine, that haunts the wood.
Well, the wood itself's a pretty murky place. There are quagmires in the middle of it. Indeed, our locals say that somewhere in the heart of the wood is a sort of demon who comes out at night and howls under my windows.
A demon? Has anyone ever seen it?
Oh, one or two of the villagers, so they say. Now, here we are. Now, if you'll take the stand to the left, Henry.
All right, go.
Your Excellency. Oh, Eddie, will you go with His Excellency to the far end?
Thank you so
I
much.
shall be just beyond, towards the oak clump. Will you walk with me, Caroline?
Everard, I congratulate you. You have conquered your nerve absolutely. You did a simple and fine thing to tell the whole story. Why, you were so matter-of-fact. I could even have imagined you were telling it about someone else.
Curious it should have struck you like that. Do you know, when I was telling it, I had the same feeling.
There is no doubt about it, I tell you. A war party in Germany with a purely military lust for conquest.
If you will forgive me, it is such ill-advised and ill-founded statements as you are constantly making about my country, which is the only bar to a better understanding between us.
I have my views, and I shall continue to express them at all times and with all the eloquence at my command.
The Duke sometimes forgets, in pursuit of his hobby, that a private party is not a platform.
There is not a more vital subject in the world.
I must speak to you alone. I have a surprise for you.
Very well, Princess. Let us go into the library.
Now, please, sit here by my side.
Is this going to be serious?
Serious, but wonderful. Leopold. I left this country a few weeks ago, feeling that you were a brute, and determined never to see you again. Half inclined to expose you as an impostor and a charlatan. I was very unhappy.
You are speaking to one who is not present. My name is not Leopold.
To proceed, it suited my convenience to remain a few days in Berlin. And there I received a great surprise. The Kaiser spoke to me of you. I was taken back into favor at court. Wilhelm told me that he was much impressed by your recent visit to him, and by the way that you have established yourself here. He asked me, Leopold, if my feelings towards you remain unchanged. I poured out my heart to him. We spoke of your duel with my husband. I told him what your seconds explained to me about the accident. Wilhelm understands and forgives. He has sent you this letter. You see, it is addressed to Sir Everard Dominey. Read it.
Yes, but...
Oh, please, read it.
It is my will... What the devil? It is my will that you offer your hand in marriage to the Princess Stephanie of Eiderstrom. Your union shall be blessed by the church and approved by my court. Wilhelm.
What? Not on your knees yet, Leopold? Oh, can it be that you have lost your love for me?
This is not practical. I must remain for several months to come Sir Everard Dominey, an Englishman, husband of Lady Dominey.
And where, then, is your reputed wife?
In a nursing home. She's practically recovered. I cannot marry you now.
Oh, you make difficulties. You sit there like the cold Englishman whose place you are taking. Oh, Leopold, what has changed you? You are a different
Sir
man.
Everard, I must... Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, what is it?
I am indeed most sorry to intrude, but something has happened which I thought you ought to know at once. Can you spare me one moment?
This is a day of surprises. Excuse me, Stephanie.
Oh, take all the time you want. I am going.
Well? Well, what is it, man? What's happened?
Lady Dominey has returned.
That was part 3 of The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio by Barry Campbell. The cast: Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein, David Robb; Lady Dominey, Melinda Walker; Mr. Seaman, William Hope; Prince Terniloff, Tim Meets; Middleton and the Kaiser, Paul Nicholson; Parkins and Stilwell, Howard Hoffman; the Duke of Worcester and Dr. Harrison, Garard Green; Duchess of Worcester, Anne Jameson; Mr. Mangan, William Eedle; Princess Eiderstrom, Narissa Knights; and Mrs. Marston, Gwen Cherrell. The programme was directed in Bristol by Brian Miller, and you can hear part 4 of The Great Impersonation at the same time next week.
Part 4. The Messenger. Although concerned with Lady Dominey's recovery, the supposed Everard Dominey has been summoned to Germany to meet the Kaiser, who assumes him to be the Prussian nobleman von Ragastein. The Kaiser has subsequently told him to marry Princess Eiderstrom on the very evening of Lady Dominey's unexpected return to Dominey Hall from a nursing home.
Welcome home, my dear.
Welcome. Oh,
Oh, you mean it, Everard.
Of course I mean it, Rosamond, but whatever possessed you to come home without letting us know? What happened, nurse?
Her ladyship has been so much better lately that we dreaded the thought of a relapse. So Matron thought it best to let her have her own way about coming here. We telegraphed Dr. Harrison, who's away for the day, unfortunately.
Is it very wrong of me? I had a sudden feeling that I must get back here to Dominey. I wanted to see you again. The people staying here will not mind. You're not angry.
Angry? Of course not. I'm delighted. And as for the people, as you call them, why, they're your guests. Tomorrow you will make friends with them all.
There was a very beautiful woman who passed just now. She looked very angry. Was it because I have come?
Why should it be? You have a right to be here.
Oh, but this is wonderful. Will you help me to my room now, please?
Of course.
My dear Everard, you really are a terrible person.
Terrible, Caroline. Why?
Your devotion to the fair sex is flattering, but far too Catholic. Your return to England appears to have done what we understood to be impossible, restored your wife's reason. A fiery-headed Hungarian princess has pursued you down here, and has now gone to her room in a tantrum because you left her to welcome your wife. And there remains our own little flirtation, alas, a discarded thing. You are a very bad lot.
You distress me terribly.
However, tonight you can devote some time to me with a perfectly clear conscience. Prince Turniloff has got my poor husband cornered and is trying to convince him that Germany's intentions toward England are of a particularly dove-like nature. The exquisite Eddie Pelham is playing billiards with your solicitor, and I think everyone else has gone to bed. So you can devote yourself to soothing my wounded vanity.
Why do you always mock me?
Oh, not always. There was a time before that terrible tragedy when I did not mock.
You were sweetness itself.
Oh, it was all so different then.
What about me? Am I so very different?
Sometimes I find it hard to believe you are the same man.
Why?
Well, to begin with, you have become so precise in your speech. You used to be rather slangy. Then you always used to clip your final G's.
Shocking habit. I cured it by reading aloud in the bush. Now go on, please.
Well, you carry yourself so much more stiffly. And you used to drink whiskey at all hours, and quite as much wine as was good for you at dinner time. Now, you hardly drink at all. Tell me about Rosamond's return. Is she really recovered, do you think?
Well, I only saw her for a few minutes, but she seemed to be absolutely better, although she's still very frail, of course.
What about that horrible woman?
No, Mrs. Marston, she's gone. Although I hear she's still living in the village.
And the Dominey ghost?
Not a single howl all the time that Rosamond has been away.
There is one other thing that I really do...
Dr. Harrison is here, Sir Everard.
I must apologise for disturbing you at such an hour, but I've only just received the news of your wife's return, and I had to see you at once. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Grace,
It's not at all. And now, as it's nearly midnight, I will say good night,
Oh, yes.
gentlemen.
Good night, Caroline.
Good night, Your Grace.
Sit down, Doctor.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to tell you my report is good. Except for one hallucination, Lady Dominey is now in perfect health, both physically and mentally.
I am glad to hear that. And this, hallucination?
That you are not her husband.
Can a person be perfectly sane and yet be the subject of a hallucination?
Oh, Lady Dominey is perfectly sane. And as for the hallucination, well, it's up to you to dispel it.
But how?
But if I may speak frankly, to begin with, there are certain obvious changes in you which might well minister to your wife's delusion. During the time that you've been in England, you have revealed an entirely new personality. You are not the same Everard Dominey who scuttled out of England all those years ago.
You're excusing my wife.
Oh, she needs no excuses. She has been a long-enduring and faithful woman, suffering a cruel illness brought on by your clumsiness and lack of discretion. It has now become her wish to take her proper place in life.
But if she seriously doubts that I am her husband, how can she do that?
That is the problem you and I have to face. The fact that your wife has been willing to return to you here while still subject to that hallucination is a view of the matter which I can neither discuss nor understand. All her other delusions have gone. She speaks of the ghost of Roger Marston, the cries in the night of his mysterious death, as all part of a painful past. However, she appears to be possessed of a passionate devotion to you, even though she believes you are not her husband. That devotion may lead her to great lengths. Oh, it's a tangled situation, I know, but you've got to deal with it. Keep and encourage your wife's affection if you can, but that affection must never pass certain bounds.
You can rely upon me, Doctor.
Yes, I believe I can, and am glad of it.
But tell me, suppose that this hallucination should pass, and she should suddenly become convinced that I am indeed her husband.
Then that moment will be the beginning of a new life for her.
Who is it?
I cannot sleep. Do you mind if I come in for a few minutes?
Of course not. Come over here and sit down.
You are not afraid of me, then?
Not anymore.
Because all that foolishness is really gone. I know that whatever happened to poor Roger Marston, it was not you who killed him. Oh, I can't think why I ever wanted to hurt you. I am sure that I have always loved you.
Why do you doubt any longer, then, that I am your husband?
But I know you are not. You are so like him, yet so unlike him. He is dead. He died in Africa. Isn't it strange that I should know that? But I do.
Who am I, then?
I do not know. But you are kind to me. It was because I wanted to see you that I would not stay at the nursing home. That must mean I'm very fond of you.
Look at me, Rosamond. Can you not believe that I am really your husband?
No. You are not Everard. But you welcome me home. And...
Oh, Rosamond.
My dear.
What the devil?
There, you see. I must go. He will not let me stay.
God.
Find Squire's number 2 gun, Mr. Middleton.
Look again, lad. He was shooting with it yesterday. It must be here somewhere.
Well, it ain't. I've looked all over.
Ah, Middleton, just the man.
Oh, good morning, sir. Oh, you've got your number 2 gun, then?
Yes. Will you come with me, please?
Yes, sir. Higgs, you get on with that oiling.
Yes, Mr. Middleton.
Now, Middleton, what do you make of those marks? Under the window.
I can't rightly say, Squire. Was anything heard last night?
I should say so. An infernal yell.
And that was the spirit of Roger Marston, you mark my words. When he do come out of Blackwood, he do call.
Spirits do not leave tracks, Middleton.
They do say that the spirit of Roger Marston have been taken possession of by some sort of great animal that comes here now and then to be fed.
Fed by whom?
Why, by Mrs. Marston.
But Mrs. Marston is no longer living here. You know, Middleton, I'm learning something about spirits. It seems that not only do they make tracks, but they also require feeding. Perhaps, if that is so, they can also feel a charge of shot.
You wouldn't shoot at it, Squire.
I should have done so this morning if I'd had the chance. When the weather's a little drier, I'm going into Blackwood with a rifle.
Well, as God's above, you'll never come out, Squire.
Well, we shall see. Good morning, sir. Eddie.
Morning.
I hope the very latest thing in ghosts did not disturb anybody.
Well, we all seem to have heard the same thing.
Well, Eddie, if you'd care to investigate, you can bring along a revolver and prowl about with me sometime.
Right, I've always fancied myself as a big game hunter.
We might have a battle in the wood.
I'm not sure that the character of the wood is not more interesting than the ghost that's supposed to dwell in it, Prince Tanneloff. For generations it's been held to be unclean. It's certainly unsafe. Well, never mind that now. As regards today's shoot, I suggest we gather at 10 o'clock in the gun room.
My friend, you must not allow these local circumstances to occupy too large a share of your thoughts. There is still the matter of the Princess Eiderstrom to think of. After all, she has us in her power.
Easy enough for you to say there's only the princess to be considered, but will you kindly tell me what more I can do to make her see reason? Necessity demands that I should be on the best terms with Lady Dominey, and that I should not make myself in any way conspicuous with the princess.
I am not sure that the terms you are on with Lady Dominey matter very much to anyone, whereas the princess is a grande dame and a diplomatist. I see no reason why you should not marry her secretly in London, in the name of Everard Dominey, and then have the ceremony repeated under your rightful name when the mission is over. Prince Ternoloff could arrange it at the embassy. He is devoted to her. And bear in mind that it will strengthen your position with him.
Yes, I do see that. Let me think it over, and we'll discuss it again soon. Meanwhile, I must go to Lady Dominey.
How nice of you to come. I was hoping to see you again before you went off shooting.
You slept well?
Perfectly.
You didn't lie awake thinking of our nocturnal visitor?
Not for one moment. You see, if you were really Everard, then I might be frightened. Some day or other, if Everard were to return here, the spirit of Roger Marston would do him some mischief.
Oh, my dear.
You don't know these things, of course. But Roger was in love with me before I married Everard. Then after I was married, the poor man nearly went out of his mind. He gave up his work and used to haunt the park here. Then Everard caught him. And poor Roger was never seen again. I think that anyone here will tell you that Everard killed him and threw his body into the quagmire in the Black Wood.
I don't believe he did anything of the sort.
Oh, Everard had a most terrible temper. And that night he did come home covered with blood. And it was that night that I was taken ill.
Well, no more tragedies. I've come up to remind you that we have guests. When are you coming down to see them?
You say we as though you really were my husband.
You must not tell anyone else your fancy.
I quite understand. I shall be very, very careful. Let me come down after dinner and slip into things gradually. You can say that I'm still an invalid.
Very well. You shall do exactly as you choose. Shall we walk on, Your Excellency?
Von Ragastein, I am going to give myself the pleasure of calling you by your name. You know my one weakness? I detest espionage in every shape and form. Well, so far as you are concerned, I think your position ridiculous. I have sent a private dispatch to Berlin in which I have expressed that opinion.
So far, I have not been overworked.
That is because there has been no legitimate work for you to do. There will be none.
I must ask you to remember that I simply obey orders.
I will grant that freely, but to continue. I believe that I have brought Germany and England nearer together than they have been since the Boer War. It has been my great pleasure to trace the results of my work in a manuscript of memoirs, which one day I hope will be published.
I should esteem it a great privilege to be given a private reading of your memoirs.
That may be arranged. In the meantime, von Ragastein, I want you to reconsider your position here.
But my position is not voluntary. I am acting under orders.
Quite so, but things have changed very much during the past months. Why, even at the risk of offending France, England is showing wonderful pliability with regard to our claim in Morocco. Indeed, every prospect of disagreement between our two countries upon any vital matter has now disappeared.
But suppose the desire for war should come not from Downing Street, but from Berlin.
We serve an honourable master. His will is for peace, I am certain.
I saw you talking with the prince. Has he spoken to you concerning me? About your shocking treatment of me, for instance?
Shocking, Princess?
It is the mildest word in my vocabulary which I can apply to your treatment of me. Honestly, Leopold, my pride is humbled. I feel bruised.
That is because you look at the matter only from a feminine point of view.
And you, once the fondest of lovers, only from a political one. You think a great deal of your country, Leopold. Have I no claims on you?
Upon Everard Dominey, none. When the time comes and Leopold von Ragastein can claim all that is his right, believe me, you will have no cause to complain of coldness.
But then there is no need to wait. Your sovereign gives you his permission.
I am on the spot.
And believe me, I know what is safest and best. I cannot live as two men.
This is ridiculous. Tonight we must have an understanding once and for all, if I am to carry on.
Yes! What is it, Parkins?
A person of the name of Miller has arrived, sir. Apparently he brings you a message from a Dr. Schmidt, with whom you were once acquainted in Africa.
Does he indeed? Very well, I'll come at once. Please excuse me, Stephanie, my dear. This could be important.
Important? Pah!
Will you send Mr. Seaman to me in the library, please, Parkins?
Yes, sir. Sir Everard Dominey?
That is my name.
I am Miller, a cousin of Dr. Schmidt.
And how is the good doctor?
As always, he is busy, but in excellent health. He sends you this letter.
Thank you.
You sent for me,
Seaman. Yes, Mr. Miller here has brought a letter from Dr. Schmidt in Africa.
I see.
Let me see. Honourable Sir, recommend to your kindness Ludwig Miller, lay before you certain circumstances of which it is advisable for you to have knowledge, in all respects to be trusted, Carl Schmidt. Well, Mr. Miller, what are these certain circumstances? You may speak freely before Mr. Seaman.
My errand here is to warn you that the Englishman you left for dead on the banks of the Blue River has been heard of in other parts of Africa.
Good God!
I hope you've not come all this way just to tell me that. The man is dead.
That is what Dr. Schmidt believed, at first. The man left his camp with enough whiskey to kill him and only a little salt food.
And I found him, deserted by his boys and raving. To silence him forever was a child's task.
The task, however, was unperformed.
I beg your pardon?
From 3 places in the colony, reports come of him struggling to make his way to the coast.
Does he call himself by his own name?
He does not. Nevertheless, the fact remains, he is in the colony, or was some months ago. I am sent to warn you, in case he should suddenly turn up here.
This is queer news you bring, Miller.
It is news which greatly disturbed Dr. Schmidt.
And if we believed it, this Englishman might walk in here at any moment. How much of this business do you know, Miller?
Nothing. I am only a messenger. This whole affair has been a great worry to Dr. Schmidt. There are things connected with it that he's never understood. Things he thinks mysterious.
Hence your presence here, Johann Wolf.
That is not my name. I am Miller.
But we have met before, once in Vienna and twice in Krakow.
You are mistaken.
Have you no idea just who you are talking to? Here, look at this badge. Bureau 12. The day is coming.
You mistake me. I know nothing of these things.
Do you intend to stay in these parts long?
A week, perhaps. I spend my holidays here, perhaps.
So, you have nothing to say to me, Wolf?
I have executed my mission. I am sorry to have caused displeasure.
You must spend the night here, of course, Mr. Miller. Perhaps you could have another talk with Mr. Seaman later.
I shall gladly spend the night here, Excellency, but I do not think I have anything to say that would interest your friend.
Well, what do you think?
I do not know what to think. But there is a great deal that I know. That man is a spy only made use of on special occasions. He is very clever, and his name is Wolf.
And this story, this message he brings.
You ought to be the best judge of that.
I am, without a shadow of a doubt. I threw the body of the man I killed into the Blue River, and I watched it sink.
Then his story is a fake. And for some reason or another, we have come under the suspicion of our own secret service. It's ridiculous. I will talk to him again later.
Yes, do. Meanwhile, I promised Eddie Pelham a game of billiards.
Oh, Pelham is an idiot. Why do you bother with him at a time like this? Billiards, my God!
Leopold, I go back to London tomorrow a very miserable and unhappy woman. I take with me the letter which should have brought me happiness. The love for which I sacrificed my life has failed me.
All I pleaded for was delay.
Delay. To think that I should hear Leopold von Ragastein plead delay. Sometimes I think you are not Leopold. I think you left him somewhere in Africa and came here in his likeness.
Believe that for a little while.
But what if it were true? There are times when I do not recognize you. There are words Leopold used to use which I have never heard from your lips. Is not West Africa a sorcerer's paradise? Perhaps you are an impostor, and the man I love, and who loves me, is still in Africa, in trouble, perhaps ill. You play the part of Everard Dominey like the very king of actors. Perhaps before you came here, you played the part of Leopold. You are not my Leopold. Love cannot die, as you would have me believe.
Now you're coming round to my way of thinking. I have been assuring you from the very first moment we met at the Carlton that I was not your Leopold, that I was Everard Dominey.
I shall put you to the test. Your arm, if you please. Kindly escort me to the gallery.
As you wish. Well, Stephanie?
Kiss me. Upon the lips, Leopold.
There is no Leopold here.
Kiss me. Upon the lips.
Very well.
Now I know the truth.
Worried, my friend.
Yes, trouble grows.
Any more from this fellow Wolf?
No, I'm keeping well away from him tonight, and I advise you to do the same. No, it's the princess again.
You should have treated her in a more human manner. Visited her in London.
If once I began, it would have been
impossible. The princess could be a danger to our mission. You must not make an enemy of her, whatever you do.
But that's just what I've done. She's gone to her room now, and she's leaving in the morning. She thinks that I've borrowed some African magic. That I've left her lover's soul out there and come home in his body.
Well, if she does go, your troubles are over.
She may do an awful lot of mischief before she goes. Remember, the princess cares nothing for Germany's future.
I had better go to her. You go back into the drawing room and play host.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Oh, yes. I am looking for the person who arrived this evening.
The person from abroad, sir?
Yes, I was told this was his room.
The person you require has left the hall, sir.
Left the hall?
Apparently, sir. I believe he considered his reception here unfavourable. He took advantage of the car which went to the station for the evening papers, sir, and caught the last train.
I see. I don't think I've seen you before.
My name is Reynolds, sir. I'm Mr. Pelham's servant.
Well, I am obliged to you for your help, Reynolds.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Wolf gone. This is very odd. Damn! The princess! I forgot.
You asked to speak with me.
Princess, we are in despair at your desert.
I have been insulted in this house. Tomorrow I leave it.
Your Highness, believe me, I do not wish to presume, but...
Has he sent you to reason with me?
Not directly. I am to a certain extent, however, his major domo in this enterprise. I brought him from Africa. I have watched over him from the start.
Yes, I should imagine Sir Everard finds you very useful.
I hope he does.
It has doubtless occurred to you that our friend has accommodated himself wonderfully well with the English life and customs.
You must remember that he was educated here. Nevertheless, his aptitude has been marvelous.
One might also say supernatural. Tell me, you seem to have been completely successful in the installation of our friend here as Sir Everard Dominey. But what is going to be his real value to you? What work will he do?
We are keeping him for big things. You have seen our gracious master, Sir Kaiser, recently, I understand.
Oh, yes. And before the summer is over, I am to pack my bags and leave England. Oh, yes, I understand.
It is when that time comes that he will be the most use to us. With him as the host of cabinet ministers, of soldiers, of the best brains in the country, our fingers will never leave the pulse of Britain's day-to-day life. Princess, I am here to plead for patience. I am here to implore you to take no rash step.
What are you afraid I shall do?
I am afraid that in some corner of the world, if not in this country, you might whisper a word which would make people wonder what grudge you had against a simple Norfolk baronet. I would not like that word to be spoken in the presence of anyone who knew your history and realized the amazing likeness between Sir Everard Dominey and the Baron von Ragastein.
I see. Well, Mr. Seaman, I do not think you need have any fears. You see, in a few days' time, I shall leave this country. I have decided to take a long sea voyage.
I say, where's the pink and white immaculate this morning?
Eddie Pelham. He's gone. Telephone call in the night requiring him in town on urgent business.
Perhaps his tailor sent for him.
Does Eddie do anything for a living?
Mr. Pelham is the director of the Chelsea Motor Works.
Good Lord. I shall miss him. He distinctly told me that he was going to wear brown today.
He would look nice in brown, don't you think?
Mr. Pelham is not the only person to leave during the night. Our friend Miller, of Wolf, has also disappeared.
Disappeared?
All I can say is that I made up my mind to interview him once more, and I found his door locked, and Mr. Pelham's man, Reynolds, informed me that he had already left on the last train.
All right, I'll make some inquiries.
Yes, do. This affair distresses me because I don't understand it. I believe the man was sent to spy on us, but why? Why has he gone?
Well, I shouldn't worry about it. The fellow seemed quite harmless.
All the same. Oh, but I must tell you that my anxieties have been aroused in another direction.
Oh, not the princess again.
Yes, the princess. I did my best, but I found her in a most peculiar frame of mind. I do hope that she will keep our secret. One thing, though, at least she will be out of the country soon.
Well, that's good news.
Yes, apparently she has decided to take a sea voyage.
Where to?
To Africa.
Africa? Now, why the mischief is she going out there?
That was part 4 of The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio by Barry Campbell. The cast: Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein, David Robb, Lady Dominey, Melinda Walker, Princess Eiderstrom, Narissa Knights, Mr. Seaman, William Hope, Prince Turniloff, Tim Meats, Dr. Harrison, Garard Green, Middleton and Reynolds, Paul Nicholson, Duchess of Worcester, Anne Jameson, Parkins and Pelham, Howard Hoffman, and Ludwig Miller, Mark Straker. The director in Bristol was Brian Miller, and you can hear the final part of The Great Impersonation at the same time next week. That's at 7 o'clock next Sunday.
The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio in 5 parts by Barry Campbell, with David Robb as Sir Everard Dominey and Leopold von Ragastein. Part 5. The Truth Revealed. 6 months have passed since the shooting party at Dominey Hall and the mysterious departure of Johann Wolf. Princess Eiderstrom is in Africa, Otto Seaman is in Germany, and Sir Everard and Lady Dominey are now in London.
Good shot, Dominey. Far too good for me, I'm afraid. Indeed, I am rather relieved to have finished our game after such a display of expertise upon your part.
Nonsense, Your Excellency. I had a deal of luck, that's all.
Come, let us walk back to the clubhouse and join the ladies for luncheon.
Hello, Dominey. Prince Turniloff. Had a good game?
Very good, thanks, Eddie.
Oh, does that mean you haven't, sir?
I surpassed myself, Mr. Pelham, but of course no ordinary human golfer is of any account against Dominey. He plays far too well for any self-respecting German... for any self-respecting German to play against.
How's the motor business, Eddie?
So. I'm not quite as keen on it as I was.
Oh, pity. I tell you what, why don't you pop down to Dominey next week and tell me all about it?
Next week?
Yes, I'll be there then. Leave the port, thank you, Parkins.
Yes, sir. Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Your chair, my lady.
No, thank you, Parkins. I shall remain here tonight.
Yes, my lady.
Tonight I shall be like your men friends, Everard, when the ladies have left. I was just thinking, how wonderful to dine together like this.
Unfortunately, I have a visitor tonight. It's not a social call, just a matter of business, which I fear will take me from you for the rest of the evening. So, let us make the most of it while we can.
Yes. Do you know, Everard, I'm so happy with you. And I feel so strong and well. But there are many times when I have a dull pain in my heart because I know that I am not quite cured.
But Rosamond, my
Don't
dear,
interrupt me. How can I be cured when all the time there is this problem of you? The problem which I am as far off solving as ever I was. Often, I find myself comparing you with the Everard I married.
Do I fail so often to come up to his standard?
You never fail. You are so like him, and yet so different. You drink so little. You are always so self-controlled, so serious. The Everard I remember would never have had politicians and ambassadors for his friends. He would have spent all his time racing and hunting or shooting, as the fancy took him. And yet...
And yet what?
I think he loved me better than you.
Why?
I cannot tell you why, but I think that he did. I have spoken to Dr. Harrison. He told me that you probably love me more than you dare to show, because someday the real Everard Dominey might come back.
That's quite true. He may come back at any moment.
But I don't want him back. I want you.
Dear Rosamond, alas, that bell summons me to a rather important visitor. Will you please trust me just a little while longer? Trust me and wait. Well, Seaman, you bring news?
Indeed, I do. News disturbing, news magnificent, news astounding. We will speak first of what is more than disturbing. The mystery of Johann Wolf's disappearance has been solved.
Wolf? The fellow who brought the message from Dr. Schmidt.
The very same. What was behind his visit to Dominey, I cannot even now, after 6 months, imagine, but I tell you this. Wolf vanished from your house that night into an English prison.
That's incredible.
Incredible, but true.
But such a thing is against the law. No country can keep a citizen of another country in prison without formulating a definite charge or bringing him up for trial.
That is all very well in an ordinary case, but Wolf has been a marked man for years. But what troubles me more than the actual fact of Wolf's disappearance is the mystery of his visit to you and his almost immediate capture at Dominey.
They must have tracked him down there.
Yes, I suppose so. However, you are the great hope now, Dominey.
It is to be, then?
It is to be. The word has gone out. And the whole of Germany is like a vast military camp. By the end of August, we shall be in Paris.
This is news indeed.
I have been received with favour in the very loftiest circles. You and I both stand high on the list of those to whom great rewards shall come. His Majesty approves of your reluctance to wed the Princess Eiderstrom. Von Ragastein has decided well, he declared. These are not the days for marriage. You will gain by it, believe me. But now, I have a list of instructions for you. Like a mighty piece of machinery, we move towards war. Everything has been calculated to the last nicety.
And the final result, is that also calculated?
Look here. You, my friends, are one of the first to gaze upon this map. Here you see the dream of the Kaiser. Here you see the framework of the empire that is to be. Everything between these two lines belongs to the new German Empire. Asia is there at our feet. No longer will Great Britain control the supplies of the world. Raw materials of every description will be ours. And for wealth, India and China.
You take my breath away. This is marvelously conceived. But tell me, what of Russia with her millions? How are we to help ourselves to her rich provinces?
This is where the genius steps in. Russia has been ripe for revolution any time for the last 15 years. We have secret agents in every Russian city and throughout her army. We shall teach Russia how to make herself a free country.
I see. And what of my own work?
Everything. Almost your daily life has been planned. We shall go over it together within a day or so. Meanwhile, remember this. It is our great aim to keep England out of the war.
Then Prince Ternaloff is right, after all?
If we want England out of the war, it is not that we desire her friendship. It is that we may crush her the more easily when Calais and Boulogne are in our hands. And that will be in 3 months' time. But now I must go.
And the map?
Baron von Ragastein, there are 6 of those maps in existence. This one is for you. Guard it well.
I shall guard it as though it were my greatest treasure. I'm sorry that I could not get here sooner, Excellency.
You have heard the news? It is for von Ragastein. I am a broken man. I sent for you to say farewell and to make a confession. You were right. I was wrong. I have been made the cat's paw of the very men whose policy I have always condemned.
Everyone will at least realize that you did your best for peace.
That is one reason why I sent for you. Not long ago, I spoke to you of a diary that I had been keeping of my work in this country. It will tell you of all my efforts and how they were foiled. I beg you to take it and read it with the utmost care, and await my instructions with regard to it. Please guard it well. Even this embassy is not free from our own spies, and the existence of these memoirs is known. The moment I reach Germany, their fate is assured. For that reason, these memoirs must be kept in a safe place until I see a good use for them. Study them carefully, and perhaps even your own allegiance to the war party may waver for a moment as you read.
I serve no party, only my country.
Go now. You have a terrible task before you. I am bound to wish you Godspeed. For myself, I shall not raise my head again until I have left England. You will remain in London?
No. No, I must return to Dominey's. There's something of great importance that must be done. Well, Williams, how's the work progressing?
Oh, it's a dirty bit of work right enough, sir. I don't know as I ever came across a bit of woodland as was so utterly, hopelessly rotten.
Have you come across anything unusual yet?
We haven't come across anything that isn't unusual so far, sir. My men are all wearing extra leggings to keep them from being bitten by adders. As long as my arms, some of them. And there's fungus there. When you touch it, it sends out a smell strong enough to make a strong man faint. We had to kill a cat yesterday, as big and strong as a leopard. It's a queer job, sir.
How long will it take to destroy the Blackwood?
Oh, 3 weeks or a month, sir. I'm begging your pardon, sir. This old lady hangs about the whole time.
Oh, Mrs. Marston.
Some of the men are afraid of her, think she's a witch.
What are these men doing here, Everard Dominey?
These men are going to cut and hew their way from one end of Blackwood to the other until not a tree or bush remains.
You will dare to do this?
Will you dare to tell me why I should not?
There's evil will come to you if you do this.
Plenty of evil has come to me from that wood as it is.
You mean then to disturb the spirit of him whose body you threw there?
I am no murderer, Mrs. Marston. If your son crept into the wood and died there, then his death is not at my door.
You done him wrong!
That again is false. His passion for Lady Dominey was uninvited and unreciprocated. Your son was a lonely, morose and ill-living man, and as for you, I think you've had your revenge. It was you who nursed my wife into insanity. It was you who fed her with the horror of your son's so-called spirit. I think if I'd stayed away any longer, Lady Dominey would be in a madhouse today.
I wish to heaven that you'd rotted to death in Africa.
For shame, woman.
You carry your evil feelings far. Take my advice. Give up this foolish idea that Blackwood is still the home of your son's spirit. Go right away and forget it.
I've heard a rumour. There have been words spoken here and there about you. I've had my doubts sometimes. I have them every time you speak. Are you really Everard Dominey?
Who else?
Well, there's one who's never believed it, and that's her ladyship. What if you should be an impostor?
Then you have only to prove it, and a portion of the Blackwood may yet remain standing.
Take heed. You are asking for evil things.
Then be assured that if they come, I shall know how to deal with them. Carry on, please, Mr. Williams. I'd like you to remain here tonight, Doctor.
Ah, you're expecting something to happen?
Well, I wish at any rate to be fully prepared.
Then I'll stay with pleasure, if you can give me a shakedown near Lady Dominey's apartments. Oh, by the way, I was wondering whether...
why are you two whispering like conspirators?
Because we are conspirators. I've just persuaded Dr. Harrison to stay the night.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm sure that we can make him comfortable.
Oh, let me be put as near your own apartment as possible.
You think, then, that something will happen tonight, Everard?
Tonight, or one night very soon. It's as well for you to be prepared. You must not be afraid. You will have the doctor on one side of you, and I shall be on the other.
I am afraid of only one thing. I have been so happy lately.
Middleton?
Yes, sir.
Heggs, keep well back. Are your chaps ready, Williams?
Yes, sir. What do you want them to do?
Nothing. Just keep quiet and still and wait for my signal.
Understood, sir.
My legs is going...
Quiet, Middleton.
Look, sir, over there. See?
Yes, and coming this way.
Oh, my God.
Shh. Now stand by, all of you. Steady now, lads. Now, come on! Quickly now. Tie his hands and feet. Anybody hurt?
Oh, we're all right, Squire. Or just shot Diane.
Dominey, what the devil was that appalling scream? Lady Dominey's fainted clean away.
Will she be all right?
Oh, it's all right. Nurse is with her.
Then come and look here, Doctor.
What?
Bring the lamp, Williams.
Yes, sir.
It's all right. He's safely tied. Come and see where the spirit of Roger Marston has hidden itself.
What? Bosh! It's Roger Marston himself. What happened?
One of Williams' chaps laid him out. Just as well, too, or somebody might have suffered serious injury. Well, this is the end of all those foolish superstitions about Roger Marston's ghost and Roger Marston's murder and so on. There lies Roger Marston. Half man, half beast.
Poor devil.
And for some lunatic reason, he's chosen to hide himself in the Black Wood all these years. His mother has been his accomplice and taken him food.
Well, he's still alive, but he's in a disgusting state. We'd better get him to a hospital. But just think of it, all these years in that horrible place. Why? Why?
I suppose his first idea was to revenge himself upon me and this household. The fellow was already half a madman when he first came to the neighbourhood, and he's behaved like one ever since. Williams?
Yes, sir?
I'd like 2 of your chaps to go with my chauffeur and take this creature into Norwich Hospital. Say that I shall be in later today with an explanation.
Yes, sir.
Bring the car up, Tom.
The rest of you, with the exception of Parkins, please go to your beds. Thank you all for your help. And thank you, Middleton, Heggs. That can't have been easy for you.
No, Squire. I never seen the like.
Ready when you are, Mr. Williams.
Then lift him into the car. Carefully now.
So you've got him at last, Everard Dominey.
Ah. Mrs. Marston, you're just in time to accompany your son to the hospital. The car's ready to leave. I've nothing to say to you. Your own conscience should be sufficient punishment for keeping that poor creature alive in such a fashion, and ministering to his accursed desire for vengeance all those years that I was in Africa.
He would have died if I hadn't brought him his food. I've wept all the tears a woman's broken heart could wring out, beseeching him to come back to me.
Yet you shared his foul plot for vengeance against that poor harmless woman who now lies unconscious. You're an evil pair. But you are far worse than your half-witted son.
He's safe in the car, sir, but we'd better be off before he comes to.
Yes. His mother had best go with him.
If you say so, sir.
So you're rid of us, perhaps forever. You've said harsh things to both of us. Roger isn't always so bad. Sometimes he's more gentle than others. If he...
Well, go along now. If Lady Dominey recovers, you and your son are forgiven. If she never recovers, I wish you both the blackest corner of hell. How is she now, Doctor?
Well, her ladyship is still unconscious, I'm afraid. Perhaps this is a good sign. I never liked that unnatural calm of hers. However, we can only wait and hope.
I see.
Damn.
You never could play that shot, Eddie. Not enough side.
Fancy a game?
Not just now.
By Jove, that uniform's jolly well cut. If a country in peril ever decides to ignore my rather indifferent physique and send me out to do battle, I shall go to your tailor.
Mine's only a local yeomanry rig-out. They'll nab you for the guards.
Hello, visitors. I think I'd better make myself scarce.
Not too scarce, I hope.
See you later. Toodle pip.
Seaman, how nice to see you again.
My God, Dominey, what is this?
11 years ago, I resigned a commission in the Norfolk Yeomanry. That little matter, however, has now been adjusted. At a time of national crisis, every man counts, it seems.
My friend, you are wonderful. You leave nothing undone. But there is no fear of your being sent abroad?
Not at present. They'll take the younger fellows first. Tell me, where have you been?
In Ireland. I had business there. But tell me, why do I find you down here? I looked to find you in London.
After Prince Terniloff returned to Germany, I felt I needed to get away. Besides, there were matters here needing my attention.
Terniloff. He left his volume of memoirs with you, I understand.
You don't miss much, do you, Seaman?
I also am thorough. Where is the volume?
Don't worry, it's quite safe.
It needs to be. I have orders to see that it is destroyed. You know, sometimes when I am away from you, I tremble. It may sound foolish, but you have in your possession just two things, the map and Terniloff's memoirs. Together they would wreck our propaganda in every country in the world and do us everlasting harm.
Both are safe. By the by, you're forgetting your usual caution, my friend. As you stooped to sit down, I distinctly saw the shape of a revolver in your hip pocket.
Oh, I forgot.
Well, with your name and the fact that you're only a naturalized Englishman, isn't it rather foolish to carry firearms around at a time like this?
You are right, as always, von Ragastein. Here, take care of it for me.
Thank you. I'll lock it away in the desk.
Our weapons from now on must be weapons of guile and craft.
Will you stay the night?
If I may, we have much to discuss, and this is the last time for many months when it will be wise for us to meet on such intimate terms.
Well, well. Sounds like more visitors. I'm sorry, you were saying?
That we must not meet again for some months. So perhaps our dear Parkins will take vinous note of the occasion?
In other words, you're thirsty and propose that we drink a toast to our mission?
I tell you, it is most urgent.
Sir Everard is engaged.
My God.
Good Lord.
The Princess Eiderstrom and a gentleman, sir.
Thank you, Parkins. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
My dear Princess. And, Dr. Schmidt.
Now we shall see what we shall see. Come, step forward, Doctor. Do not be afraid.
Schmidt, the man from Africa.
Now, look at this man very carefully, Doctor. Well, which is he?
Mein Gott! Das ist der Engländer!
I knew it!
Mein Gott!
Everard Dominey. What has happened to Leopold von Ragastein?
I'm afraid that he met with the fate which he had prepared for me. We fought, and I conquered.
You killed him!
It was a matter of necessity. His body sleeps on the bed of the Blue River.
And your life was a lie!
On the contrary, it has been the truth. I assured you at the Carlton when you first spoke to me, and I've assured you at least a dozen times since that I was Everard Dominey. That is my name. That is who I am.
But you came to me at Cape Town. You had von Ragastein's letters and secret documents. You knew his history.
Von Ragastein and I exchanged the most intimate confidences the night we met at his camp, as Dr. Schmidt here knows. I told him my history and he told me his. As for his letters and papers, I took them from him.
My dear master, killed by that drunken Englishman?
Not so drunk as you fancied him, Doctor. Not so far gone that he wasn't able to pull himself together when the great incentive came.
My first and only suspicion was the night your handwolf disappeared.
Ah, yes. Wolf's coming was rather a tragedy. Fortunately, I had some Secret Service chaps in the house who were able to dispose of him.
You planned his disappearance?
Naturally. He knew the truth and was trying to communicate it to you.
But he did not acknowledge
me. A trick for my benefit. He sent a note to you by Reynolds. Reynolds relayed it to me.
And the money, £100,000 and more.
Oh, I understood that was a gift. However, if the German Secret Service would care to sue me...
What are you two? Are you lumps of earth? Clods? Creatures without courage? Is his life a sacred thing? Has he none of your secrets in his charge?
Great God above! He has the Kaiser's map and the ambassador's memoirs.
On the contrary, both are deposited at the Foreign Office. We hope to find them extremely useful later on.
Oh, my God.
Kill him! Oh, to God I had a weapon. You are 2 to 1. Kill him!
Schmidt!
My dear Princess, 4 to 2 the other way, what? Reynolds, Forster. Handcuffs, I think. Not the Princess.
Oh, damn you!
I wouldn't if I were you, sir. There, that's got them.
Why am I being treated like this?
Dr. Schmidt?
That is my name, sir. I have only just arrived from East Africa. I came to expose that man. He is an impostor, a murderer. He killed a German nobleman. He has deceived the Kaiser. He has dared to sit in his presence as Baron Leopold von Ragastein.
I dare say you two don't mean to be funny, but you are. First, Dr. Schmidt accuses Sir Everard of being an impostor because he assumed his own name. accuses him of killing a man who planned in cold blood to kill him. You were involved in that, by the way, Schmidt. And then Mr. Seaman complains because Sir Everard carried out in Germany for England what von Ragastein was supposed to be carrying out here for Germany. It's priceless.
I demand to know why I am being treated like a criminal.
Because you are one. What about you, Seaman? Any questions?
None.
You are very well advised. Within the last 2 days, your house in Forest Hill and your office in London have both been searched.
You have said enough. Fate has gone against me. I thank God that our master has other abler servants than I, and the strength to crush this island of popinjays and fools!
Oh, I say, popinjay seems a bit severe. Reynolds, you'll find a military car waiting outside. Kindly take these two beauties to the guardroom at Norwich Barracks. I've already arranged for an escort to take them to town. Tell the Colonel I'll pop over later.
Very good, sir. Come along now, gentlemen.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Please.
Goodbye, Seaman. Old friend. Princess, there can be little conversation between us. Yet I shall ask you to remember this. Von Ragastein planned my death in cold blood. It was his life or mine. I fought for my country's sake, just as he did for his.
I shall hate you to the end of my days because you have killed the one I love. But although I am a woman, I know justice. Be so good as to suffer me to leave here at once, unescorted.
Very well. Goodbye, Princess.
Well, that's that all nicely in the bag, what?
Tell me, Captain Pelham, there's just one thing I've always been curious about.
What's that, old thing?
How did you manage to keep hold of that fellow Wolf when there wasn't a war on and he wasn't breaking the law?
Well, we had to stretch a point there. Plans of a fortress, eh?
You mean you found plans of a fortress on him?
Well, not exactly. It was a picture postcard of Norwich Castle, actually. But keep it down. Now, what about a drink, eh?
How is she, Doctor?
Oh, she's doing well. Come in, it's all right.
No fever or anything?
Oh, bless you, no. But when she does wake up, she'll either be her old self or that part of her brain will be more or less permanently affected. I'm hoping for the best. She's waking up.
Please, God, she...
Oh, Everard.
Oh, my dear, dear Rosamond.
Oh, Everard, I've been so silly. Do you know there were even times when I couldn't believe that you were my own dear husband. Mine.
Oh, Rosamond.
There. Now I know at last you really are Everard Dominey.
That was the final part of The Great Impersonation by E. Phillips Oppenheim, dramatised for radio by Barry Campbell. The cast: Sir Everard Dominey, David Robb; Lady Dominey, Melinda Walker; Mr. Seaman, William Hope; Prince Turniloff, Tim Meets; Princess Eiderstrom, Narissa Knights; Dr. Harrison, Garard Green; Mrs. Marston, Gwen Cheryl; Middleton and Reynolds, Paul Nicholson; Parkins and Pelham, Howard Hoffman; Williams, Brian Gear; and Dr. Schmidt, Philip Manikum. The programme was directed in Bristol by Brian Miller.